Welcome, Gemini, to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 2nd of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now, Venus in the part of your situation to do with your everyday communication continues to link brilliantly with Mars in the part of your chart to do with having fun, being sociable. What a glorious combination. But this week does have its complexities too. Both Venus and Mars are impacted by Pluto, the planet of transformation, which is in the 8th house. If you're someone who's very much into personal development, understanding your psyche, evolving, this is something you can work with because you've been working with it for a long time, since 2008 when Pluto moved into your 8th house. But of course, over the last 4.5 years, Uranus has been in house 12. That's been creating a lot of restlessness. And I feel that this week, therefore, does have a psychological dimension, even though, gloriously for you, Mercury finally leaves your 4th house. It moved there on the 29th of July. And the 4th house is a difficult area for Mercury, because it can see us almost like obsessing about things, and thoughts can go around and around our mind, but it can be more difficult to actually output them because Mercury doesn't prosper around the more emotional dimension of the 4th house. And of course the host, Virgo, is very much about precision. So there may have been a lot of self-analysis you've gone through, or you've been thinking carefully about where you live, or a home-based business, or your emotional world has been the subject of your own thinking or a discussion within your family unit. So Mercury arriving in the sign of Libra on Thursday is definitely a good news story, because here the 5th house, your sense of humour, has an opportunity to flourish. And of course, it's one of your great gifts, how quick-witted you are and how you can pivot and really deal with situations with remarkable speed and skill. So I just feel a more sociable dimension develops with the Sun, Mercury and Mars all in house 5, which is about being more outgoing, expressing our talents as an individual, enjoying things, getting together with the people that give us a sense of uplift. But we just need to be aware of that very potent energy of Pluto. And what ups the stakes in terms of the complexity is the role of the North Node. So as Mars edges forwards this week, it picks up on the square that's been going on between the North Node and Pluto since the 17th of July. Now Mars, in an opposition with the node, creates the potential for, there's a polarity, there's a tension. So what is collectively acceptable, the 11th house where the node is, or what our friends expect of us, may be different from what you desire as an individual. The Sun, Mercury and Mars in your 5th house, but it all has to fit together in terms of the psychology of your situation, long-term finances as well, Pluto in the 8th house. So this, the ending of this week does have a kind of very deep underbelly, despite the bright and light arrival of Mercury in house 5. There's also a quarter moon on Friday, and this quarter moon occurs in the 2nd house of your situation. Now, one of the things about the 5th house, where the Sun, Mercury and Mars are, is that is the sector of speculation, of chance. And sometimes if we do decide to have a punt, that's very much linked to the 5th house. But I would just say that with that quarter moon, I really would be cautious about investing any money in, you know, what they call a side hustle these days. You see these adverts, you know, earn $1,000 a month, 2 hours a week or whatever. Just be a little bit cautious about that type of thing. Or if a friend tells you about something, oh, you've got to hear this, this is really, really exciting. There could be a little bit of a catch that's not particularly obvious. But that's one of the great gifts that Pluto's given you since 2008. It's given you the gift of analysis, and your understanding of situations has evolved hugely during that time. It's just the urgency of that change has become more pronounced in the last 4.5 years due to the rather more unsettled energy of Uranus. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd be honoured if you would like, comment or subscribe. Also, if you'd like to take advantage of a unique opportunity, year 2023 is speeding by. Year 2024 is racing towards us. If you order your year 2024 personal horoscope forecast now, based on your unique birth data, I'll prepare for you the rest of year 23 free of charge, but you'll also get the whole of 24, plus in my special package of 30% off, your character analysis report, your life roadmap, which will help you to understand the patterns that have played out in your life so far and gain a much more intimate understanding of how to work with the energies that you were born with. And each chart is totally unique to the person I prepare it for. Please see the link below for more information.